college football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Cardinals will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So SMU's offense will go on the attack first. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. To the air. It's Childs. The throw to the outside is complete. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. And now on second down for this offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on second down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Boy, was he well protected. Finally lets one go to the left. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Turning it on! He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That's caught. It's Davis. Tackle is made at the 38. Let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. Well, look at this. Instead of trying to pin their opponent deep in their own territory, the offense stays on the field to go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Got his man on the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Looking to fire. He's got him in the flat. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Mustangs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on 2nd and goal. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Just keep slinging it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU!
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Louisville's offense will go to work for the first time today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen...
There he goes! The tap! Touchdown, Louisville! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he makes the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking for a deep man. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. It's third down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. It's caught downfield. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Mustangs have their offense in high gear. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got him. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Rides the back on the option. The give. Touchdown Mustangs. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. He'll pull it down and run. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll leave it with him. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. And the Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Breaks into the open. Finds some fresh air. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cardinals!
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going downfield for the big play. Finds a spot in the middle. There he goes to the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, SMU!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. One final play before the end of the quarter. The give to the tailback. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel as these stats will show you. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Moncrief. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And some room to work. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Cardinals headed quickly to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. They'll run play action. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Snags it down the right side. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hauser. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Cardinals had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And the Cardinals trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked down behind the line, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Looking to fire. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little kick route, try to get my guy open.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Gets it to the back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 7 over Minnesota. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. To the air, it's Childs. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30. And the Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. Jukes his way for more.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on 2nd down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. 3rd down play from the gun. Buys a little time. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs.
It's a phenomenal effort on 3rd down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You gotta love that.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking downfield on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Moncrief. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The corners are walked up tight. They just keep firing. Under fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Dropping back, it's Childs. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. The Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fighting off the defender. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He's going to take off. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a fascinating first 2 quarters of football in Louisville. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And And the Mustangs will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
Handoff from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Sanchez. Still running at the 40. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Cardinals are marching down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Tempo and overdrive.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that second and goal.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Caught behind the line. It's Sanchez. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
I think that's an easy decision for the QB, too. It's 3rd and long. You're in field goal range. You've got an opportunity at 3 points. That play designed to try and get the first, but it's not there. Give the defense credit. Throw it away. Let's get the kicker out on the field.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Mustangs want to pick up the tempo.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like...
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease...
Touchdown, SMU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Caught in the backfield. It's Sanchez. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Right down the middle. That's caught. It's Sanchez. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. And back to the air on second down. Got a man in the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. The Cardinals, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. He'll do it himself. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Had to settle for the field goal.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there. And his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Childs. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it! And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. The give from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the back. Back to pass on second down. Oh, they're after him. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Mustangs have this offense rolling. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He makes a grab. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Mustangs! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major... Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Trying play action. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Firing deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Going to look downfield again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch in the middle. It's Moncrief. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Extending the play. Touchdown Cardinals. And they take it in for 6 more points. You just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No, he's got him.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Complete to the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Makes the grab. It's Davis. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Quarterback may change this route. Release to the back. It's complete. At the 35, he's got room. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. The Cardinals in the hurry-up. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. The short hands, it's Hauser. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Louisville! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the team because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Running to Green. Turning it on. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17. And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Back to throw, it's Childs. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Mustangs! They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Indiana is lighting up the scoreboard behind an offense that looks just about as good as we've ever seen in Bloomington. They're up by 15 over Minnesota. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. That's reeled in, it's Sanchez. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The inside handoff.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the 1st down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his back in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Here's a throw downfield late. It's caught. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. DB's right up on the receivers. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Slings it downfield. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He wants to throw it again. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Cardinals racing to the line in a hurry-up. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Still on his feet. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Dropping back, it's Childs. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mustangs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Mustangs with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That play had 6 written all over it, but he drops it in the end zone. Bad break for the offense.
Now the play fake. Quick strike complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, still going. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. Looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Got it behind the line. It's Gay. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example.